Don't it hurt when your heart don't work and your tears don't cry? And once upon a time it got weird over turf, where niggas kill their friends and be right there in the church. It's a drug war on and they went up on the merch. But once upon a time it was all about the purse versus all about the person. And everybody eat versus everybody working. Shootouts downtown in broad daylight like a circus. Everybody scared I was dead, scream bloody murder. But they ain't care, I'm over the bridge, dirty New Jersey. Late at night, I had them out after they curfew. They was doing to die every day, patience and virtue. I'm still teaching kids, squares don't fit in circles. Once upon a time, you remember the nigga burnt you. This is when you went back broke and earned served you. Then you fucked that chumpy money up like Urkel. Then we jammed them out of $1 million in some commercials.
When it's crack out, my man grew up in the crack house. Is the girl going to leave when the cash stop? Keep glowing, my nigga, don't black out. Let's rock and roll, break the guitars. Let's get high for 16 bars. I'm an elephant. Look at my victory scars, that's irrelevant. Look how I walked through the yard, I was gelling in. Them demons screaming, mama, they yelling at me. They saying order the hits, out the ordinary. It was them or the Hennessy and the cranberry. Them girls coming out, get your bands ready. Or the band's coming out, is your hands ready? You gotta catch them if you can, like hand ready. I do this for the niggas that drink natty. Bumping Curtis May in the caddy. I'm a hustler, I weigh it with the baggie. All I do is brag and laugh how they almost had me. Alhamdulillah, they almost had me. He wasn't even in there, they still tagged him. Cops come out when it's crack out. My man grew up in the crack house. Is the girl gonna leave when the cash stop? Keep glowing, my nigga, don't black out. When the nighttime falls and the rain come, and it's cold outside, hear the pain come. And the wolves outside and the lamb come. Keep growling, my nigga, don't say nothing. A double barrel shotgun shot him, cause he mixes tequila with the Takashi. And he told on everybody before they stopped him. They should've killed him, spit on him and stomped him. And then go beat Vegas until they caught me. I see life through the shades of Liberace. And everything glows, everything sparkly. And they miss the ring and they Charles Barkley. I eat steak and cheese broccoli. I'm a childhood star, Macaulay Culkin. Cole Lampin and Cooley High with the orphans. Cole Maxon in Miami with dolphins. I get rid of pests like the orchid. Her birthday in May, but she a scorpion. So she gon' be everything but important. And they gon' feel the drip like they snorting. Cops come out when it's crack out. My man grew up in the crack house. Is the girl gonna leave when the cash stop? Keep glowing, my nigga, don't black out. When the nighttime falls and the rain come, and it's cold outside, hear the pain come. And the wolves outside and the lamb come. Keep growling, my nigga, don't say nothing.
Minimal subliminals in my interview. Straight shooter, hope I offended you, cause I intended to. In the race of rise to the pinnacle, I'm cynical. I hit you, lead a Benz and blueprint on you. Always talking about what you finna do. Keep bucking loud on them instrumentals, niggas gon' spin on you. Big business is what I'm tending to. These bitches tend to take interest in you when you move like a winner do. I'm from Winter Woosa, can I get a? If you don't remember, then you too young to be in a. PD crack don't rap on tracks if it ain't got that boom. I sit back and tap in my zone. My shit slap from head to the moon.
Cops come out when it's crack out. My man grew up in the crack house. Is the girl gonna leave when the cash stop? Keep glowing, my nigga, don't black out. When the nighttime falls and the rain come, and it's cold outside, hear the pain come. And the wolves outside and the lamb come. Keep growling, my nigga, don't say nothing.
Yeah. This year flew way too fast, damn, it's October. Damn. Yeah, it's cold at the bottom, but the top colder. Road to the richest, niggas in the way get knocked over. Fences I hopped over. When am I not loaded? When am I not sober? My boss was always blunt and reckless, it was not coded. I started slacking, less devoted, shit, I wasn't focused. It got bad if I don't got my pills, then I ain't smoking. I was sad when I lost Miss Goodman, I was broken. Ain't no mass niggas coming through and they gon' soak you. My higher class off of Zannies going through the motions. Damn, I lost my tokens. Damn, I lost a lot of people that I love, I'm broken. Damn, a lot of friends I outgrew, so we haven't spoken. Damn, a lot, damn, it's all a lot, shit. Damn, I lost a lot of people that I love, I'm broken. Damn, a lot of friends I outgrew, so we haven't spoken. I'm high in class off of Zannies, going through the motions. I'm going through the motions. I'm going through, I'm floating. Let's go, Jack.
One thing about the motions, man, they don't love you back.
Throw them jaws. Throw them jaws. Throw them jaws. Yeah, just don't do it, man. Just don't do it, man. Only way you keep it is by giving it away. Giving it away, man.
That paint shit hurt.
Fuck it.
Hurt real bad.
They told me over and over I shoulda did it. And when I did it, they told me I shoulda missed it. And when I missed it, they told me I shoulda hit it. And when I hit it, they told me that I was gifted. They told me over and over about the mission. But I was too young to give them a listen. Or I was too old to pay them attention. Hanging with the hangman and the henchman. I wrote it over and over in detention. They told me over and over what I was missing. They had me in the crosshairs like a Christian. They compared my cool to nitroglycerin. The fish opened his mouth for the fisherman. He seen your pretty brown eyes, mint conditioning. In the beginning, I was learning how to finish it. Street poetry with my penmanship. In cold Lampinville. In cold Lampinville. Fighting fire with fire, you get dust. Trade loyal for loyal, you get trust. When you go through the pain, you get tough. And especially when you go through it twice, you get a rush. When it all adds up, you get a plus. When the heart gets froze, you get rust. When the money ain't right, you can adjust. If you go against the grain, it get rough. If you don't use your brain, you get bluffed. Then you die and your mother get a hug. That's why you better get a rug. Better get another nigga that's better with the plug. That's why I'm better with the love. That's how I met her in the numb. Wrong side of the bread with the crumbs. Wrong side of the bed with the bomb. Ports gave him cancer in his lungs.
What else?
And cold Lampinville.
That's where I like to be. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh man, one thing about Cold Lampinville, man. You cold lamping. But let me explain something to you about Cold Lampinville, right?
I'm listening.
It's not a place, it's a space.
In your mind, it's a mindset.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all better get it together.
When you cold lamping, you can be on the beach and still be stressing out. You dig what I'm saying? Because you're not really cold lamping in your mind. You just look like you cold lamping. You look like you chilling.
Meanwhile, inside your brain is turmoil and confusion and stress.
Right. And then in the same tip, you could be in a penitentiary, but feel like you're on the beach. You're on the beach.
I had that peace of mind to where
you know what I'm saying. The peace of mind of where you're learning.
You're learning.
You dig what I'm saying? You're learning why you there.
Supposed to be.
You're learning why you there. What's going on with you? Why it's happening with you? You got a lot of time to recollect yourself when you in situations. You know what I'm saying? Like when you in like really disgruntled situations, you in a situation to recollect. And if you do anything more than recollect yourself, then it's going to take you a little longer, you know, to get yourself back in order, to get yourself back in style. Me, that's just my advice personally. And I like to give advice out because I like to listen to myself. Like, I like to give myself the advice. Right. I like to just hear it out loud. Like, damn.
You're supposed to apply it first to make sure the practice works.
Yeah. I mean, the only way you keep it is by giving it away. So I always try to give away, you know, a lot of the stuff that I got, man. First and foremost, man, shouts to Glockaware Radio, man. We in style.
Glockaware. We back.
The Culture Radio Show podcast. We acting stupid.
We want to apologize, you know, a couple weeks, you know, life.
Hey, forget about it. We back in style. We locked in.
Back here.
Straight up,
like
man.
We never left. And we got some hot shit for y'all because it's a lot of shit going on.
So let's start all over. I miss you, man. How you been, man?
I'm breathing, so I'm even. You hear me? I miss you, cool. I'm glad you hear me. I'm glad everything's still, you know what I mean?
I'm hanging in there, man. I'm hanging in there, man. Pretty fair for a square, man. Hey, a lot of things been happening this month, last month.
Life been happening.
You know, no, like this as far as even what we on. Because remember, I wanted to touch bases with you.
I wanted to touch bases with you since all these battles been going on in
we
the
haven't
city.
talked. We haven't given them.
We ain't really talked since the
gave
Reed
it up.
Dollars and Murder Mook situation. We ain't really.
We haven't talked. Yeah, we haven't talked about it. And I've been
saying?
itching to get your perspective on it because a lot of people been saying a lot of things, and that's going to lead me into another thing I wanted to talk about today.
Daylight summed it up the best.
I'm kind of getting a little sick of new rappers shooting at veterans. So we're going to get into that because that's how I feel today.
Pay homage.
All right, well, first and foremost, shout outs to Bulletproof Boxing.
Yeah, though.
You know what I'm saying? He sit up here with his turning our cool up, just straight
We're
up.
going to talk a little bit about that Wilder fight.
Just took
dog. Yo.
We getting into all of it.
Oh,
Listen,
man.
Yeah, we got enough time. We gonna touch everything.
Oh, man, that
'Cause
Wilder.
I got some
We're gonna
NFL
put a-
shit too.
We're going to put a few prints on a few topics.
We're gonna talk about that
I
John
can't wait
Gruden
to talk about
situation too.
Oh, with that.
Yeah, we gonna get into that.
I heard about that this morning.
Yeah, we gonna get into that. I've been watching that all weekend. I'm football ball. I'm also.
Are you talking about Gruden?
Yeah, you know we about to get into that. You know we about
Since
to
you
get into
football ball, well, you a Pittsburgh.
that. Pittsburgh Steelers fan.
If you
Well, shout outs to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Shout out to the
shout
Eagles.
out,
They just won
shout
their
out.
last game. Well, actually,
Was
shout
that
out Jalen Hurts, who's performing against the odds. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Jalen Hurts.
That was a heck of a win for them guys, man, you know. And a lot of people get me twisted because I'm a Cowboy fan. Shout out
Oh,
to
man.
Cowboy
Good
fans.
Lord. Yeah, good Lord. I knew he was going to say that shit, man. I knew
choke cool on his own
I was just waiting for y'all to get it, man. I knew he was going to say
Yeah, I
that
was
shit.
you know that's where I was coming. You know
I
that's
knew
where
he
I
was
was
going
going
to say
next.
it, man.
You know I couldn't go nowhere fur.
Man,
I can't go too
I
far.
can't even get no. We don't even get no shout outs.
But shout outs to the city. You know, they looked good. They looked like they got the rust off. They got their ring rust off. So
start getting off the field on third down. That's
yeah.
the key.
Let's
Can't get off the field.
You know, let's see him go. Let's see him go, man. I want to
Got
see
a
him
big
go.
one Thursday. Got a big one
You know,
Thursday. The champs in town.
Big game Thursday.
Ben Simmons flew in today. They
I
said,
mean, how you
yesterday. or
feel
something
about
like
that? Y'all
I'm
happy
happy.
about
Yeah,
that? As
Ben.
Sixers fans, y'all happy
Yeah,
about
Ben.
that?
Well, me,
Tuck your tail. Let's work. Let's get
Let's
it.
work, and I agree
work.
with that. I agree
Tuck
with
your
that.
tail,
I
man. Let's
definitely
work.
agree with that. I definitely agree with
Bro, you getting a lot of money. You're going to always have critics.
So
bro.
never mind the fact that they just couldn't get rid of him. You know what I mean?
Well, no. The trade is going to still go down. What they're doing right now is Ben understands that he has to increase his trade value, so you have to play.
You gotta play.
Your last resume, the last
Wasn't
thing on
too
your
good.
resume
Last year
wasn't
wasn't
too
too
good.
good.
So what the
Last year
six,
wasn't
and,
too
then you have to understand, Ben got told by Rich Paul, listen, Ben, they're not
fucking
giving
our
you
bag
that.
up.
No,
Yeah,
you're
you're not
not
gonna
giving
get
you
it.
that money
You're
back.
not
You
gonna
already
get it.
lost $1
Right.
million.
Right.
So listen, bro, you gotta,
Right.
swallow your pride and get back to work. What you need to do is talk to Giannis, because Giannis had the same
Hey,
problem you did.
How about that?
How about humble yourself and get some information?
But how about just stand on your honor? Like, be a man and
how about
fulfill
Doc
your
Rivers?
contract.
How about work on your craft?
And Doc, put him in some better positions. Doc, how about do that? You know?
No. What more can they do for the ball, bro?
Well, I'm
What more can they do for
All
him,
right,
Tuna?
well, I'm gonna tell you why.
Factory.
Schemes. You know what I mean? You have to enhance. This is what you
Play
do.
them where he know how to play.
No.
Did you hear what Joel Embiid said? They tailored.
Bro, okay, hold on, no, but Embiid had issues too. He finally just started getting it together. So sometimes it take time, bro.
And he's still young. He's still got a lot of growing to do.
And he's gonna go
Y'all
somewhere
giving
else
him
and
too
cook.
many outs. Y'all giving him too many
it's not-
outs.
okay.
That's
Y'all
not
giving
fair.
him too many outs.
That's not fair.
Y'all
He's-
giving him too many outs.
That's not
Now,
fair.
what I will say
Philly's
is-
a hard
All right,
town.
can I say this? Let me just say this. When what you look for in an athlete is the least amount of flaws, and he really only has one.
And it's an
not a lot of
identifiable it's an identifiable
Okay, then,
workable
so-
flaw. But
so-
then that's not the team. That's
so as
not
a
the coach.
Chef,
No,
you're
no,
going to have
let
to
me
tighten
say
up,
that.
Chef.
As a coach-
you're going to have to tighten up, Chef.
As a coach,
That's
take
not
him
the
off
team.
ball.
That's not the coach.
No, listen. The coach has to make the adjustments. Take him off the ball. Don't let him handle the
Okay,
ball.
and then who was going to handle the ball?
I mean, this is why you have to go get you a point guard. You had Maxey. Hopefully this year he will have a better year than
Hopefully
he did.
he has
That
a point
he'll
guard
grow.
year this year.
So this is why they drafted young boys. So sometimes it's a work in progress. But a lot of those games in the fourth quarter, Doc Rivers didn't do. And you got to remember, bro, there was games in the fourth quarter when Embiid only had like 2 points, 3 points. Like, this is imperative because sometimes you have to put makeup on a scar. There are a lot of coaches, right? They have bad players in their system, but they hide them. You
Okay,
don't
and this
expose
is and
them.
this is what I'm
So-
saying.
so-
And this is what I'm saying. Clutch time at the end of the game,
Keep the ball out of his hands.
No, bro. He getting all that
Keep the
bread.
ball out of his
He's
hands.
a scorer.
They know what he can't do and can do.
But understand something. Everybody has a role to make a team successful. His role may not be that. That's
Right.
all. So
But
we
when
don't
you
want
get
him
that
to
kind of bread and you get drafted at the status that he came into the league, this is not some bum who was a work in progress. This was some, in his mind and his game, he was a finished product, Tuna.
Well,
He didn't feel like he needed the work. No, it's evident that he didn't feel like he needed the work.
Well,
on
hopefully he learned that now. Hopefully.
Hopefully
My
he
thing
learned
is this. I'm willing to give him one more season, but I'm also optimistic like they're going to do it by the trade deadline. So if it makes the team
Okay.
better,
I
I'm
hear
all
you.
for it.
I hear you.
Like
I
I
hear
said,
you.
Ben Simmons is back
He had to
because
play
he has
now.
to
Yeah, he
increase
had- yes,
his
he had to
value.
play. Yes.
The Sixers are getting lowballed in deals. The deal would have been done.
Yes.
Dame,
That's factory.
this is a
That's
message to
factory.
Dame. You're not going to be looked at as LeBron if you leave Portland. This is what's holding the deal up. Dame doesn't want to look like a
He doesn't
villain.
want the stigma.
He would
Yep.
already been
Yep.
with the
He doesn't
Sixers.
want
The
the
deal
stigma.
is being held up
He doesn't want
because
the
of
stigma.
Dame's loyalty.
He doesn't want
so
the
Dame,
stigma.
don't wait till the All-Star break or the trade deadline to see the team is not getting better.
And then
know?
you go into a bad situation,
Or you get hurt.
or I was
Anything.
about to say, or you get
Yeah,
injured,
you know what I mean?
or
So,
you get injured.
Dame, listen, you're not going to be looked at as a bad guy. People are going to be mad at you regardless. So just get it over
Right.
with.
I mean, and think about it at this aspect. I mean, like you pretty much giving Portland everything you could give.
You gave him- you gave him
Nobody
10 years.
nobody can
It's
say.
been 10 that long?
Yeah, it been a dime, bro. Yeah, it been a dime, bro. It been
He
a
not
dime.
a champion.
Bro, he can't even
He can't
get to the Western
finals.
Conference Finals.
He can't get to the
bro.
finals, bro. He can't
And
get to
then
the
listen,
finals.
you know the biggest move they made in the offseason? They got Chauncey Billups, but they didn't get 92 Chauncey. They got the coach.
They got the coach.
So he's
They
not
got the
gonna
coach.
help
He's
them
not
on the
able to help.
floor.
He's not able to help. He's not able to help.
So-
Didn't they get rid of LaMarcus Aldridge?
They got rid of Aldridge. He played for the Nets.
Oh, yeah, he
Nets
played for the
now,
Nets.
bro.
And been playing for the Nets.
So I'm looking at Portland like
so
a
he had
fire
retired,
sale.
then they got
like,
him back,
Yeah,
so, yeah,
well they
so-
brought him out and let him go.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
exactly. Yeah,
So Portland's looking like a fire sale to me,
Facts.
bro.
But Dame, but see, once again, once he starts to play and he sees, listen, this
Yeah,
ain't, then
yeah,
it'll make
yeah.
it less abrasive if he leaves. So
All right,
that's
well
what
let's
he'll
talk
do.
about them Lakers since we talking basketball.
Yeah,
We
Russ
looking
messing
good.
y'all chemistry up. I
We-
watched y'all the
we-
other night. You
listen,
look horrible.
Really?
Listen,
Well, they got to build the chemistry.
The
They have to build
preseason is
it.
for our second team to get their cohesiveness together.
They have
We're
to
not
build
worried
it.
about our starters.
It's a lot.
bro.
Listen,
We're not worried about our starters,
Right
but we're
now-
gonna keep it 100, bro.
Right now, there's not a lot. There's not enough basketballs on the court.
The preseason right now is for Wayne
Russell
Ellington. Our
Westbrook.
preseason is for Malik Monk. Our preseason is for our guard boy that we got. Our preseason now is for
For
cohesiveness
Russ,
for
too.
our second
It's for
unit.
Russ, too.
It's for Russ.
Russ got to get acclimated
It's
to
real.
the team.
You
Yeah,
weren't,
he-
all
yeah,
right,
they
but
had
are
that.
you worried about Russell Westbrook
I
in the
am.
regular season?
I am,
I'm
because we don't know if he's gonna
Because
start
I'ma tell
He
you,
gutting.
can
I'ma tell you
contribute
why.
so many ways to a team
I'ma
that
tell
long
you-
as he's focused mentally on what this year is about, I don't worry about Russ, bro.
He doesn't look to facilitate first. That's going to be a problem. He looks to score first. He doesn't
Right.
look to facilitate.
Right.
That's when you got AD
He
and
just came
LeBron
off
on the
averaging
floor,
a triple-double.
Come on, bro.
He just
You have
came
to-
off averaging a triple
I
double.
understand that. I
Okay,
understand.
so he will get a ball up.
You have to learn how to be a leader.
What I'm saying,
I
what
like
I'm saying
Russ.
to you is exactly what you're saying. So
like
as
Russ.
long as he understands his role,
Facts.
long as he understands his role, which is to give LeBron a spell and do some Russ Westbrook shit when you know what I mean. End of the third quarter, end of the second half, beginning of the third quarter. You understand?
I don't see a team better than y'all in the West anyway, though. So I see y'all coming out the West. I don't really see a team better than y'all.
I don't know, man. What about the Golden
Phoenix.
State boys?
Nah, bro. I
Golden's-
worry about Phoenix. You just said it. You
Well,
just said it.
I think Ayton, they're not giving him his money. That can be a problem.
They're gonna give him his
and
bread.
I think, well, he
They're gonna
wants the
give him his
Supermax.
bread.
And
He
they
want
don't-
the whoa! I didn't know he wanted the
Listen,
Supermax.
let me say, no, he's eligible for
Who
it.
wants the
He's not
Superman?
getting the Supermax.
But he's eligible for it. So this is the thing. When they like you, bro, you don't got to negotiate. They lock you up from the rip.
They
Yeah,
book
yeah.
you right
When
in.
they
Right.
don't have
book you right
when they
in.
don't
Yes,
have
sir.
questions about you,
Yes,
they
sir.
lock you up from the rip.
Yes, sir. You get booked in.
Embiid wasn't even playing, and he got his
bread.
Yeah,
He got
so
his
when they
bread,
like
and
you,
that's
bro,
a
they
fact.
lock you.
All right,
Lock you.
now let's slide over to this football. For people who don't know, over the weekend, some emails surfaced in regards to John Gruden while the NFL was actually researching into the Washington football team.
And who is John Gruden,
about
head
the
coach
matter.
of
John
Vegas
Gruden is
Raiders.
the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. So it turns out that over a period of 7 years, when he wasn't actually coaching in the NFL, he was working with ESPN, and some of the things before he went to ESPN. It turned out John Gruden is a racist, a homophobe, a male chauvinist, Everything you possibly could be. Negative. And my thing is, this been going on for 7 years. It's email, so he's not talking to himself. You had to notice throughout this process. This is what Keyshawn Johnson was saying when he had his joint. Did you see Keyshawn on ESPN? He says, I told y'all the whole time he was a bad person. I've never heard a person say that about somebody in professional sports. You understand what I'm saying? I've never heard that.
Yeah, they're usually politically correct.
They politically correct about it. This man was about to cry on there. He said, I was telling y'all for years, but no, it was old Keyshawn the diva or old Keyshawn want to be the face of the friend. He said, no, basically this man's just a bad person. So emails surfaced, several emails over the course of 7 years surfaced where he uses homophobic statements, he uses male chauvinist statements, he uses racist statements. He's got a homosexual playing on his team now, and he didn't even want homosexuals allowed in the league and verbally express this. And what they were saying on ESPN is, okay, so now that that's being said and that's being found, he had to be talking to other people. So now it casts a bad light on, you don't know the undertone of who else is in these emails.
Well, let me just say this.
He's got a brother who's a coach in the league.
Jay Gruden. Well, the whole NFL is racist, though. So the
Thank you. Roger Goodell is racist.
Well, no. Let me just say this. No, not Roger. Before we get to Roger Goodell, we'll get to the grassroots of the problem. That's the owners. Because if the league wasn't racist, you wouldn't need a Rooney Rule implemented where you actually take time to
make sure they're black
coaches. Yeah, you wouldn't do that. It would just be a natural process, and it would just be done. 75% of the league is black, but there's no black owners in the NFL. So the league has been racist. So the situation with Gruden really has no bearing on me because most of them dudes are racist.
Most of them, and that's my thing.
But let me say that now. Let me say this. And John Gruden can say this. Yeah, but you know what John Gruden can say? Shit, check their emails. That's shit in there worse than that. So
that's what the girl on, and that's what Molly said.
Is it affecting their performance?
She said other people got to be sweating now.
Yeah, they are because he's
the other people in the email.
He might be a whistleblower.
He's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to do it. He's going to do it.
I mean, but like I said though, bro, the one thing that'll kill racism is unity, and we don't have that. So until we start giving a fuck about each other, why do you expect someone else to of another race when you know they don't like us?
Niggas keep showing up and playing.
No, I'm saying no. You got just your job. You got to do that.
No. That's not what I mean. What I mean is I'm gonna show up for work, but you're going to hear my.
All right, but let me say this, right? I don't want you to verbally stand up for me. I want you to actually do it. So like I said, you can be a black person and you can be mad at Gruden, but if you're not initially extending love to your own people, it's irrelevant to me.
Right.
I don't have an issue with Gruden. I got an issue with the person that looks like me that feel the same way as him. He's a white dude. I don't really look
just
at
white people, yeah.
No, but I'm just saying I don't really think there's too many white people that would genuinely love me anyway. So I got a problem with my own people.
Not naturally.
Yeah, exactly. They're gonna love you if it benefits them.
So that was my thing. There's those.
A white person will take a black boy in. They got a 4-year scholarship because they know he's going to. The league.
The money coming. The money coming.
We don't go.
Not us. Oh no, not us.
So they're doing it because it's a benefit. It's not genuinely being done. That's what scores with me. You doing it genuinely, not because it benefits you.
Yep, it's an angle. It's
now,
always
if it's business.
What was that movie? What was that movie?
The
with Sandra
Bullock.
Bullock.
Blind Spot with the boy the tackle from the Ravens.
Yeah.
The blind spot.
That movie pissed me the fuck off so bad.
Yeah, but you see reality. But this, once again, bro, it's got to piss us off to the point where we genuinely care. If it only pisses us off temporarily, it's irrelevant. Like I tell people, I don't march to help uplift my black people. I actually work with children hands-on to change their future. So marching is temporary. So once you march and then that's over and that wave dies, you go back to who you normally are, not giving a fuck.
Right.
You caught up in the moment. Right. Because you don't want to look ostracized like you don't give a fuck.
You don't want to be
so
the one not marching.
Right.
Yeah.
But then after the march is over, you don't care.
You go back to not caring.
To the next one.
Yeah. So
you go back to not caring. And
shout out to the police
and
that's dying.
We can't find you.
Yeah. Shout out to the police that's dying that got to get up every morning and show people love that don't care about them.
Yep.
That takes a special kind of person.
It takes a special kind of person.
You got to wake up every day, bro. Kiss your wife and go out here and say, listen, I got to go care about people that 95% of them will spit in my face and don't care about me.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll be back, boo. And you got to kiss your kids and tell them the same thing. So that take a special kind
Shout
of
out
person,
some
bro.
of the police.
Yeah, that's real rap. That's real rap.
Well, bro, in
The
any
rest of
group,
y'all
you're going to
fuck
have
y'all.
good and bad.
Yeah,
In
shout out to
Islam,
good
we got
hearts.
terrorists, but we still understand that we love people, right?
Yeah.
So in any large cluster, you're going to have good and bad. So you have to understand that. That's just part of the process. In our religion, we can't be like, oh, no, this and that. Because
Right.
we have brothers that don't think like we do.
Right.
So that's just a part of the process, bro. It's too many people to have everyone under control.
Right, and like when we just was talking about like as far as like especially with like the marching and you know quote unquote the marching and the stamp these guys, so I just want to bring it into example like like when like back in with the 60s and when Martin Luther King and them guys Martin Luther King used to march. These guys used to march on these guys' businesses. They ain't just march just to be walking down the
it
street.
wasn't down the street. No.
They
went to
marched.
shut down shit.
They marched in places to where it was going to be bad for business.
Yeah.
So
we gonna
they
stand
knew,
in front of here. Nobody's coming in. Nobody's getting no more revenue brought in. Nobody. Yeah.
Martin
Don't think
knew
they
how to
was
shut
walking-
down that money.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And he
Hit 'em
also
where it
knew
count.
with the turn the other cheek rap, he also knew that we can't hit these guys back because that's going to go against my chess move of the march. We hit these guys back. Now we
on the same level they on.
Right, and we rioting now. Now there's something else. Versus these guys just attacking us, and then it look,
It looks the way
Well,
it looks.
you know what I'm saying?
It was easier for Martin to march back then because we had unity. There were a lot of people that thought
There's a lot of
that same
unity.
way. That's easier to do, bro. When you have people that are all saying, listen, yes, I am genuinely sick of this, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to start sticking together to show we're sick of it. So
Yeah, that's
we
when
don't-
they
we
made
don't do
classes.
that now.
That's
Because-
when they made classes and let
because-
niggas get a little bit of money and feel like a little something. Niggas
Because
bit.
to sum it up, it's not really about no colors, no black and white.
Not at all.
No
Not at all.
It's about good and bad, like your heart, good and
Yes.
bad hearts. Like, what's your intentions? How do you want to better yourself? You better your family, your brothers, your sisters,
Facts.
And until we can just see it as that, as just, your heart, until we can start seeing each other's hearts for what they are, I would say judge a person off of their heart and how they carry themselves versus their skin color or versus what they believe in or whatever. That's just my opinion. I know that's not
Facts.
really reality.
Yeah, because we'd be
It
winning
can
if
be.
that was the case.
You know what I tell white people? The reason that there shouldn't be any racism is because it's the 99% against the 1%, and the 1% don't care about anyone. So they showed that in 9/11. They didn't
that's
just say
fact,
we're
and
going to
they
save
show
white
you,
people too.
yeah,
So
they
they
show you.
showing white people too. Listen, we don't give a fuck about
Don't
you
give a
either.
fuck. It's class.
So therefore, you should unify with black people in the 99% because the 1% is who we have the issue with. They're setting the precedent.
Exactly.
So I tell white people this to their face though. Like I said, trust me on this. Any conversations I have with you, whoever the person that needs to hear it the most, I've had it with them first. You're going to be the second nigga to hear it. So I tell white people this, listen, bro, you shouldn't be racist, and I tell them, well, of course they're going to say in my face they're not racist, but even if they are, I expose them, and I say you shouldn't be because the 1% don't care about you either.
You know what really
And I'm
should be
glad,
down
I'm
for
glad
me?
to, not to cut you off,
No, I
but
got you.
I'm glad to switch over because we had a topic on the Wilder fight and the Tyson fight.
Yeah, let's talk about that boxing, baby.
Right,
Let's get
right.
it.
And a lot of people wanted to make it black and white versus talent. You feel
Yeah,
me?
I got you. Yeah. I've had people say that to me because I picked Fury, and I
Okay.
picked Fury in every fight. So I
He's a
had people
Right.
say to me
So
like,
they looked at you
"Oh,
a little
you going
different.
against black."
Right.
I
So
said,
he's
but
a better
let me
boxer.
explain my
yeah,
stance.
yeah.
though.
Explain. So what?
I tell people this. See, I don't go to fight parties and stuff like that anymore because I train professionally. So when I watch a fight, I watch it as a coach because I train fighters. So even if my fighter is to win, say like, okay, he got his ass whipped for 10 rounds, but he knocked bro out in 11th. I'm not satisfied with that.
Yeah, 'cause he got
because
his
the
ass
further
whipped for
we
them
go
10
on
rounds.
this, no, but not only that, the further we go on this journey, the better the competition, you're gonna take that elbow. So this is why I tell people, I'm like, listen, Wilder, a gentleman had argued me down about this fight coming up, and he was like, man, Wilder gonna knock him out. Did you see Wilder? You see how he looked? And I said, well, how can you draw the conclusion that he's a better fighter? You only saw pad work in interviews. We didn't see him spar. And I told him this. I said, Wilder's gonna lose the fight. He's gonna get tired early. He's gonna look good early. He's gonna resort back to his same old style, and he's gonna get knocked out.
the haymaker.
The hardest thing to do as a professional coach is get a fighter that has a style implemented that he's used to
Break his
and
norm.
change it.
Yep, break his norm.
I have done this with fighters. That shit is hard. because once the fighter gets clocked, he going back to them old habits. He gonna fight
Training
Wild
go out the
again.
window,
I got to get that back. No, you don't got to
Seventh
get it
round.
back.
You
Be
seen it.
patient.
7th round.
So I added Wilder, and I told him, I said, I train you, you'll be Fury. Because the first thing I'm going to tell you is I want you to go home for 4 months, and I don't want you to watch nothing but Larry Holmes. I want you to watch Lennox Lewis before he got with Emmanuel Stewart, and I want you to watch him after he got with Stewart. I want you to watch Klitschko the same way, before he got with Stewart and after he got with Stewart. You offset Tyson Fury with a good jab. That's why that's the first punch you learn in boxing. It's your one. Listen, you ever hear me say 1, 2, 3, 4? 1 is your jab, 2 will be your straight right, 3 will be a left hook, 4 will be an uppercut. We have to talk in code in fights because if I speak directly to my fighter, the other fighter's going to pick it up.
Right,
So I learned, we learn from the streets, bro. We don't talk on the phone exactly.
Right.
We always speak indirectly, so I do that in fights too. You hear me at a fight, I'll be talking about, you be like, what the fuck is Tune talking about? But, make a deposit, my young boy. No, go to the body. You know what I mean? Make a deposit, then come back up to the first floor. That means hit him with a body shot, then throw the uppercut. So, we have to teach this lingo, you know what I mean? So, this is what we do, you know what I mean? So, like I said with Wilder, I wish him the best, because the thing now that a lot of people aren't going to care about is Wilder's state mentally. Everybody's looking at the athlete and the win and the loss. I feel bad for the fighter after that loss and what state he's going to be in. You know what I mean? You might have some dudes sitting there with a snub in their hand, like, man, fuck this money.
Ready to end it.
You know what I mean? So, so this is what I'm worried about now with Wilder. The smoke, the dust has settled.
Right.
I'm worried about the person.
So my thing is, would the people, would they be looking forward to another fight, or is it over?
This is the thing with Wilder. And see, this is why he should thank Mark Breland. When Mark Breland threw in the towel in the last fight, he prevented Wilder from getting the ass whipping he got Saturday. And that allowed him to get one more payday. See, you owe Mark Breland, bro. You fired him and you talked greasy about him on Showtime, and I heard you.
He saved his joint.
But you actually owe that man gratitude because he got you that third fight.
You
so
the
now,
second person I heard say that.
Yeah, well,
me?
I'm an aberration.
You hear me?
So what he'll learn now is that, see, this is the thing in boxing. You can be a boxer, but you want to be an A. You don't want to be a B. Okay. See, boxing is the only sport where you come in and you're already at a loss. See, when you play in basketball, you chip the ball up and better team wins. Boxing, you're a B, you have to fight exponentially better because you're looked at as the B.
Yeah.
So when Wilder goes into a fight, now say he's fight Joshua, he's going to be a B. You know what I mean? So, certain heavyweights he may fight, he won't be looked at as the A anymore. So that's important because you're fighting up, you're basically swimming uphill. Swimming in quicksand, basically, to metaphorically put it, you're swimming in quicksand if you're a B. So as a coach, this is what you want. You want to build fighters to be an A. You want to have them a good resume. They can fight amateurs, which is good, but you also want them working with top-tier talent, which is just as important.
So, Tuna, looking at it now, looking at boxing as a sport as a whole, the heavyweight division now, what you think now? Because that was pretty much...
Yeah, Fury owns the heavyweight. Well, this is the thing with the heavyweight division, and it's been like that since the golden era of Tyson. And there are a lot of athletes that weren't good in another sport, and they're trying boxing. See, this is the problem in the sport. These dudes aren't genuinely coming up as fighters. Okay. You had I forgot the kid from Michigan State that played football. He had boxed for a while. Wilder, he was an athlete in another sport. Shout out to my man B.Y. Jennings, like Brian Jennings. He played football. And then he became a boxer. You know what I mean? So a lot of times you have to work double and triple time to get that fighter to pick that knowledge up and make it repetitive to whereas they do it second nature in a fight. You know what I mean? It takes a lot of work. And my thing is that the coaches, we get no love because you want your child to look like a world beater, but they'll come from a lazy ass culture, and you want me to change that. I can't do that overnight. You know what I mean? I need your help. That's what teachers nowadays, I feel for them because the parent drops their kids off and says, raise my son and teach him. No, we got raised at home and we just got taught.
Right.
So the parents, come on, we got to tighten up. You know what I mean?
I agree with that 100%.
I have parents, bro, it's the parents' fault that our kids is dying.
Right.
I have parents come to me and say, my son lazy. I'd be like, no, you're lazy.
Right.
He coming from a lazy-ass culture.
Right. He only going to do what he see.
Oh, he playing games and on that stupid-ass phone all day,
bro.
Yeah,
he only going to do what he see, man.
He only going to do what he see. They tape recorders, bro. So the parents, our culture is fucked up as black people because the parents are doing a shitty job.
Yeah. And then a lot of times you get these young parents, you know.
You shouldn't be none.
And young parents, I mean to say, let's go 38, 39, 40 young parents, and they babies is 20, you know, and then, you know, 19, you know, 18, whatever, you know, the kids is or whatever. So they son could be booming in the streets in the drug game, but they still so young mentally that they'll glorify the shit that they son doing. You know, not saying that it's never been done in the generation before this, but it'll be like, you know, it's
They living
bragging.
off that shit,
done
cool.
differently.
They living off that shit,
You know,
cool.
it's really
She
heart-wrenching.
walking around with all that shit on now. She driving around a nice
No,
world,
but
she
she'll just say
spending
something like,
money.
my
he
son
getting
just
it.
he just took some
Yeah.
niggas 10 bricks. Huh?
That's what I'm saying, because they reaping the benefits off it now.
Oh, my son do this and that. My son can get you some pills.
She
Or
got
my
a
son
little
can get you some
clothing
weed.
line now.
Or my
She
son
got
can
a
get you
little
this coke
sweatshirt
or
off
crack
it
or
now. Yeah,
my
man.
son can do this for you. Or my son do this.
Well,
You know.
well, one of the biggest problems is nowadays there aren't parents. There are niggas that are cool with each other. See, a parent is going to... Listen, bro, even if you had dudes, right, that may have brought their young boys up in the game back in the day, it was done a certain way. You weren't allowed to be reckless because your dad wasn't reckless. You know what I mean? So we seen young boys that maybe we know, like, yeah, man.
I know
man,
that.
Yeah,
currently.
we knew that.
Yeah,
era.
and I know that
Yeah,
currently.
but see, now the game is sloppy because there's less parenting. The parents are trying to be
Absolutely.
too cool
Trying to
and
be cool.
thorough.
Trying to be cool.
They trying to
Right.
keep up with the kids.
Right.
Like, you got a lot of these moms out here, they TikToking with their daughter.
Right.
The daughter booming and the mom, you know,
Right.
she a little
Trying to
heavy,
get
she
on, get
hating.
relevant. Yeah,
Right.
Because
trying
you
to
know
get
the daughter
relevant.
out there doing what she can.
Right.
So you know what I mean? So it's a lot of that with the parenting now. Like I said, bro, if you go back to the grassroots, the shit all starts at home because that's your first institution of higher
Absolutely.
learning, bro. With these females out here having these babies, let me say this about the no good men out here because we hear this a lot about this nigga got me pregnant, he ain't no good, he ain't shit. We hear that all the time, right? Let me say this about a no good nigga. He's going to tell you when you tell him you're pregnant, he's going to say, I can't have no kids, I don't want to have one. He going to let you know he fucked up and he broke. He going to let you know he ain't ready to be a parent. So therefore, you can't have that child. Because if you had a child out of spite because you mad,
Spite.
that's already a bad precedent. Because in your body, you bitter, so all that energy going to your child. Motherfuckers don't be thinking
And
about
then you
this shit.
transfer it on the kid when he get
That's
born.
what I
You
said.
look just
No,
like your
bro,
motherfucking
no,
father.
that shit in the
No, I know what
womb.
you. I
That
know what
shit-
you
yeah,
say,
yeah,
but I'm
okay, I
saying
got you, I
Dennis.
got you. Facts,
You know what I mean?
facts,
Dennis
facts, yeah.
perpetrated because now
Yeah, then they
he ain't
physically
shit.
do it.
Because the dad ain't shit. That shit happens, bro.
A deadbeat nigga gonna tell you, listen, I'm out here doing this trap music, mom. Listen, I don't want to have no kids.
What you gonna do?
Yeah.
What you gonna
Yeah.
do? And then,
What you gonna do?
and the female, a lot of times, bro, these kids are being born out of spite,
Spite.
bro, not love, bro.
Spite.
But listen, this is my thing, though, bro. We ain't calling motherfuckers out in the community. We playing dumb. We acting like we don't know
I
what
don't.
the fuck.
I don't.
No.
I know what you're
you
saying,
know,
too.
bro.
I know what you-
Because
on the-
we
on the
talked about
broad
this shit
side.
plenty of
Hell yeah,
times,
hell
bro.
yeah.
We talked about
Hell
this shit.
yeah.
And see, like I said, you can't come at me because I'm actually trying to make a fucking difference.
We out here.
I deal with young black women at that a genesis of being bitter when they like 9, 10, and they ain't getting no fucking love no more. Then they come around me. Initially, yeah, they mad, but then you know what? In a week or two, they happy as shit. They don't want to leave. Like I told you niggas out here, I don't give a fuck how you feel about me as an adult. The most genuine people on this planet love me, and that's kids. If you don't fuck with me and I actually give a fuck about you, nigga, I'm the better man. Because I still give a fuck about you, whether you dislike me or not, man.
Right.
Nigga don't give a fuck
Because I
about
shine,
himself,
so I
bro.
know the average weak nigga is not going to like me.
Right.
Because he sees my capabilities. Listen, bitches, no, my bad. Respect, money, and bitches. This is what a man wants. Respect initially. You want to be able to take care of yourself, and you want to be able to interact with the opposite sex. Now, there are other things you want, but what I'm saying is the average man that can't do those things, that's the nigga that's hating on you.
And he's salty as fuck.
That's the nigga that's hating
And
on you
he's
because he can't do
salty
that
as
shit.
fuck.
He see you interact with a bitch, she smiling, you joking.
Naturally,
He don't got the
yeah.
courage to do that.
Yep.
First thing he gonna say is, "Dad, what's up with you and that bitch?"
What's-
Yeah, no. He gonna say it
Why
to
you
her.
always-
What's up with you and me?
Or
man?
he gonna say, you always in all the bitches' faces.
Yup.
Damn, you can't let one
Yup.
bitch go by.
What?
Yeah,
But you know what? I'm gonna tell him, but I ain't thirsty for him, nigga. I'm just interacting.
I
with
just
him.
enjoy it.
Just interacting with him, bro.
It's my thing.
Yeah.
Why
We
that
breaking
can't be my thing?
stereotypes. See, the average black woman thinks that we don't like them. No, we love the black woman. Y'all give us a bad rap. We still interact with y'all. We still speak to y'all. And we still try with y'all, even though we know y'all on bullshit.
Love y'all first.
Love the shit out
Love
y'all.
y'all first. Y'all here. Why wouldn't we want
I
you
love
better?
the black
I think a lot
Love
of
y'all
I think,
first.
I think a lot of men is intimidated of a strong black woman.
Well, no. Well, see, let me tell you something. Let me
it's
tell you
the
something about a strong black
attitude.
woman.
It
Hold on,
ain't that.
hold on, fellas. This is what we got to get straight.
Yeah, it ain't
A
that.
strong. Let me tell you what strength is. Strength is facing adversity and never losing character. Strength is not how many motherfuckers you can curse out, how hard you work, how many cars you got a house in. Listen, if you
None
got a
of
house,
that.
if you got a house in a car, you're supposed to fucking have that. You're an adult. Stop asking for props for shit you supposed to have.
Right.
So
I agree
therefore,
with that.
if you don't, a lot of these women, they don't know what strength is, bro. Our moms was strong because you know why? If the dad wasn't there, she still held the house down. These women not doing
And
that
still
no
to that
allowed them
point-
to be the
and to that
fucking
point-
man
and
of
to
the
that
house.
allowed you to be a man, bro.
and
And
that's
still
crazy.
allowed you to be the
Come on,
man.
And
Humility is
Bro,
sexy than a
bro,
motherfucker.
Bro, check this out. Check this out real quick. You take the biggest drug dealer nigga in Philly, right? He got a bitter shorty at home. He going home to issues and dumb shit. Here it is. You take that Mexican that's in Home Depot trying to get labor. He
Happy
going
than a
home and he getting treated like a
motherfucker.
king.
Feet up.
Feet up.
Feet up.
Hola, papi, here's your meal.
Food made feet up.
And she don't think she weak because she going to speak her mind too.
Yeah.
And she say what she need to say,
say
and
what
it's
she need to
received
say.
because why wouldn't you? Because she giving it to you, and for any other aspect of, God damn, how can I not?
Real shit, bro. Real shit, bro.
I listen,
Bro,
man,
come
listen,
on, bro.
listen.
We got to listen. The problem
She
in our
happy than
community
a
is,
motherfucker because when she say something to that nigga, you know what happened? It the fuck get done.
get done.
You know why it get done? Because he don't gotta say a motherfucking thing.
oh my God. Ladies, let me tell you something.
Socks washed.
Ladies, the modern man, this is all you have to do. Your job is very simple.
Say it. It's three things.
No. It's two now.
Uh-oh, now it's two.
It's only two, bro. It
Get
used to
him,
be
Tuna.
three. This is the only
Get him,
two.
Tuna.
Ladies, I love you.
Get him, Tuna.
You only got to do two things. I mean, to make a man like me happy, you only got to do two. All the three of these real niggas up here, two things. Pussy and peace.
Jesus.
All you got to do. Pussy and peace. That's all you got to do, baby. How you fuck that up?
Can't wait to get home to some pussy and
Pussy and peace. That's it. I'm good.
Don't you got something to do tonight, babe? No, I'm staying in tonight.
What? I ain't
You
going
got-
nowhere.
I
Oh,
don't-
ain't,
no.
no. Ain't the Super Bowl on tonight?
Yeah,
Fuck
all right,
that game.
fuck that. What?
You see what you got on? Fuck that game. You see
Do
what
you-
you got on? I'm staying home.
Girl, you smell that shit in there? I ain't going no fucking
Ladies,
where.
you got to keep your sex appeal. Ladies, you can't lose that.
And
That keep your man.
That saves
Your
men's
man ain't
lives.
going nowhere.
Right, that saves
He
men's
ain't going.
lives.
Ladies, you keep your
Oh
sex
my
appeal.
God.
He ain't
That saves
going
men's
nowhere.
lives.
Trust me.
Yeah.
He like, no, I'm faithful,
I
bro.
could
See
tell
my
you.
wife,
I
ain't
could
going
tell
nowhere.
you. I could
That's
tell
a
you
lifesaver
events where
for men right
niggas
there. That's
called the
jewelry.
jack, or it was the night. You mean? And I looked over. Oh no, hell no. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to make it, fam. She cooked and everything, and now
come
like, yeah,
on,
I'm
bro.
staying home.
Yeah.
I know
then
that
I think like
feeling.
females got that vibe. Like every time somebody I love that's a female tell me don't go, and I went, I always went to jail.
I went to
Some
jail.
old corny shit happened. It was crazy.
I went to jail.
You dig what I'm saying?
Babe, don't stop and bust this joint.
Like, you know,
Don't do it. We don't need it. Keep driving. We out.
When I was with my
That's it.
daughter, mom, every birthday, I was with her, bro. Fuck outside.
Yeah. I
My
learned
daughter,
that
mom,
today.
I'm, like, I'm with my daughter, mom, bro, man. You crazy.
I know I fucked up a John. I ain't gonna hold you.
I think that might
Yep.
be the
Yep.
her the bit out.
Yeah,
I keep
yeah,
hearing
but
that.
it's
though,
warning
man,
and
you know.
warning. Oh, we had
Shout
the
out
5
to
minutes
shout out to
warning.
my okay 5 minutes. Okay, yeah, but you know, like I said, bro, the problem in our community is we have too many cowards and they scared to call each other out. So until we got
Yes,
the courage to do that, to say, listen, yo, man, you fucking up. Yo, sis, you need to shut up and live. We gonna lose, bro.
Yep.
No other race has a problem with who's the leader. and
No
who's
other
not.
race
other
has
race,
a problem with the hierarchy of the
They don't
family.
got no problem
And y'all
with that
say, oh,
shit,
you want
bro.
that white bitch because she weak-minded. You want the... No, it's not that, bro. She's open-minded.
Peace, peace, pussy and peace,
It's
ladies.
better for her to
Pussy
have
and
me
peace.
happy because the happier I am, the happier we all are because
Pussy
I'm the
and
owner.
peace. Yes, that's.
I'm
you
the
know what I mean?
owner.
Bro, listen. Everybody has, ladies. How is it that you can work for your boss for 9 to 10 hours, be nice as shit to your coworkers,
home
and
and
then
treat
bring
me
that
like
nut
shit?
shit home?
Oh, my
How the fuck do you manage to do that at work? You nicer than a motherfucker, but then you bring some vitriol to the lab. No, fuck out of here. No. It is not a. I've dated Asian, Latino, white women. I've dated out my race, but it
dated
wasn't
out my
because I was
race.
bitter. Because I still want to be with y'all first. I think y'all the most attractive. Y'all are no longer the most beautiful. That's the problem. Because your interior fucked up. I'm going to give you game. Listen, if you fuck with me as a man, I'm going to tell you what you're going to get. You're going to get...
Shit again,
listen,
say that shit again. No, say that shit again, Tune. Say that shit again, Tune.
Black woman, you are the most attractive. You are no longer the most beautiful because your interior is fucked up.
That shit dulling your light, ladies.
You a Bentley on the outside, but a fucking beard unclogged your fucking interior.
When we get in and when we turn it
we'll
on,
do
it go.
We'll do a percentile stats because not all of them.
No. See, cool. Let me tell you something.
we talking
you
to
gotta
them.
test a woman. When you tell a woman, right, what you feel, and she say that ain't all women, she's one of those women.
one of them women.
Because when you tell me I'm a bad man, when you say men are bad, I never say I'm a good nigga.
Agree.
Because I know I'm one.
I agree.
You never gonna hear me respond. No, all men. No, you know why? Because I'm gonna sit there and listen to you. Because I know
You not
that there
talking
are not
about me.
Yeah, I know you ain't talking about
You're
me.
not talking about me.
So, bro, that's a red flag. See, a lot of the men got to know how to peep game, bro. It be a lot of red flags, and niggas don't get no pussy, so they fall for the traps. You can't tell me you marrying
fucking
for
spider
love.
web.
Yo.
Bro, a man gets nothing. A man gets
We not
nothing out
all
of
like
marriage.
that. The bitches say we not all like that. You just said we.
Yeah,
You just said we.
Unless you from France, that shit mean you.
That mean you.
Fuck out of here.
Tune,
look,
tell them where they
bro,
can get you at, Tune, and get more of that shit, man, and get
listen.
their babies right.
Well, on some real shit, you know what I mean? Pull up at the gym, you know what I mean? I'm telling my young boys, and I'm telling the kids this shit. You know what I mean? I'm bringing the truth to them. Listen, young boy, I was a nigga that got money in the streets, and you can check me, I'm stamped. You don't want to live that lifestyle. You pussy. You gonna tell.
You gonna tell.
You gonna be washing drawers, nigga.
T-E-L-L.
You gonna be walking through the yard holding the nigga back pocket. You better chill. So, you know what I mean? We have to teach these life experiences. I never tell a child what I went through because I'm bragging about the game. You know, I just be like, listen, all that foreign shit niggas rapped about, I actually owned it. So I don't do that to throw it in the nigga face. I let them know that, you know, that's a cold game that I played, and I fucked a lot of families up, and I feel bad about it. This is why I spin the block, but I'm spinning the block with peace. I'm coming back and helping niggas now. So I'm helping your kids. When you doing a fucked up ass job, I'm still holding you down. I don't even know you.
Say thank you. Tune, tell them when they get you out on the gram. We out
Yeah,
here.
with bully_proof_boxing. The Bill Belichick of boxing. You can
I
catch
love
me
that.
on YouTube. Get them subscribers up. You know what I mean? I'm really teaching. You know what I mean? Like on the YouTube joint, I give you a little bit of science and I give you the boxing. So, like I said, bully_proof_boxing, the best in the business. I am top notch with this boxing shit. I done got stamped by Hall of Famers. And like I said on YouTube, just bully proof boxing. I appreciate the love. And black people, once again, I only keep it real with you because I love you. A nigga that loves you is always gonna keep it real with you, ladies. I love y'all, so I'm gonna keep it real with you.
And it's not to be challenged. Shouts to Glockaware Radio,
Glockaware.
the Culture Podcast Show,
Glockaware.
Bullyproof Boxing,
time.
White Guy Post Guy. We on our side. Let's rock and roll. Let's break
You
the
already
guitar.
know, Chef Work 8, we out of here.